Everybody has their notes out? Ready to take notes, right? All right, so what are we going to begin with? What have we been doing this week? We've been doing systems of linear equations, doing what? We already done 2 ways, right? 2 ways. Which one was the first one? Substitution, and what else? No. We haven't started elimination. We did one with what? Graphing, right? What do we do when we graph, Brendan? What do we do when we graph? We take 2 equations. And what do? Help them out, guys. Solve the equations, and then you graph it and do what? What's the solution? The not the intercept, intersection, right? All right. So today we're going to do a little bit, we're going to continue with that. So now, remember the substitution we did yesterday? We're going to continue with that, but we're going to manipulate the equations so that they can be eliminated, and then we substitute to find our variable. Okay? So, we're going to begin like we did last time. We're going to have some steps to follow. So everybody, these are the steps for solving by elimination. Ready? Can everybody see my writing? Yeah. Solving systems of equations by elimination. Another method we can use when solving these systems of equations. Elimination. Ready? Step number 1. We write the system so that it's aligned. If we look at this sentence here, what is going to be aligned? Say it louder.
The like term.
All right. Like terms. Make sure you underline that, please. Step number 2. We eliminate one of the variables. What's a key word in this sentence? Eliminate. And what else? There's 2. Okay. So underline those 2, please. Step number 3. Solve for the variable that's not eliminated in step number 2. So what's our key word here? Variable not eliminated in step number 2. Okay? That's important. Step number 4. Yes. Yes. Let me know. Raise your hand if you need more time to copy this down. All right. If you have a highlighter, or if you have a different colored pen, use it so that we can highlight these important key terms within these steps. Are we good? Yeah. Step number 4. Substitute the value of the variable into one of the original equations. then solve for the second variable. Can everybody understand my writing?
Yes.
Alright. So what's important here? From step number 4, substitute the value of the variable into the original equation, right? Original equation, that's important right there. And then we're going to solve for the other variable. And we'll see that in a little bit. So step number 5, we're going to get our answers for step number 3 and 4. So we're going to write our answers from number 3 and number 4, and we're going to write it in this format. And then we check our answers. So if you have a highlighter or something, make a box around that XY, because your answer should look like that. And then also underline, check your answers. Are we good?
No.
All right. Give you a couple more minutes. Raise your hand if you have finished writing up all the steps. Raise your hand if you haven't. Okay, so this page right here is very important. You now have two set of instructions. You have the one you got for substitution, and then you have now this one by elimination, right? So if you're given the resource to use during your quiz or your test, you now have instructions to follow, right? So good notes equals good exams, right? If you take good notes, you're able to follow through on your exams and your quizzes, right?
Yes.
So always make an effort to take good notes. Okay, here we go. First example, and we're going to follow each of the steps, okay? So have this one bracket that gives me my system of equations, right? So x minus 2y equals negative 19. Second equation, 5x plus 2y equals 1.
We write it on the separate paper, right?
You can write it on the same paper or you can write it on a new paper. Sample number 1. Can anybody see already something that I can cancel if I were to add these two equations together? Louder?
2y.
And what else? 2y from which one? 2y from here or 2y from here? So this 2y cancels with what? That one, right? Okay. So step 1 says, write the system so the like terms are aligned. Do you see that? Are my like terms aligned? Are my x's on one side? My y's are on the other side? And my single digits are on the other, right? Okay. Can somebody tell me what this 5 and this 2 here are called? What are these called? When there's a number in front of the variable, what's that called? Coefficient. Very good. In elimination, what we're doing is we're manipulating coefficients to eliminate variables. Write that down. We manipulate coefficients to eliminate variables. We manipulate coefficients to eliminate variables. Okay. Do you think we need to manipulate these coefficients here? Or they're ready to go? They're ready to go? Who says they're ready to go? Alright. Let's try it out. We're going to try this by adding, right? If I add these two equations, let's see. Let's add the equations. What's 5x plus x? Louder?
6x.
What's negative 2y plus 2y? That cancels, right? And what's negative 19 plus 1? Louder, please. Negative 18. Can I solve for x now? You think I could solve for x here? Okay, because what's 0 times y? 0. So that cancels out too, right? Okay. 6x equals negative 18. How do I solve for x? Divide what? By 6. Just there? Both sides. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other, right? That's balancing my equation. I can't, in math, everything's equal. What I do to one side, I do to the other. 6 divided by 6. Does that cancel out? Okay, so what's negative 18 divided by 6? Okay, all right. Which equation do you want to use? The first one or the second one? First one. So, did we eliminate one variable? Step 2, right? Step number 1 is right here, right? Our like terms are aligned. Did we eliminate one here? That's step number 2, right? Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
That's to the top.
Oh, there you go. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. And then step number 3, we solve for the variable that has not been eliminated, right? We solved for x because y got eliminated, right? All right. So now we're going to substitute. Which equation did you say you like? Top one, right? Rewrite it. X minus 2y equals negative 19. What am I going to use for my x? Okay, how do I solve for y here? What do I got to do? Add 3 where? Thank you. So that cancels. What's my new equation? Negative 2y is equal to what? What do I got to do now? Louder, Brandon? Divide both sides by negative 2. What's my solution now? Y equals? Okay, so we substituted the value into the original equation, so that's step number 4, right? Now I want to write how do I write my answer? How do I write my answer? How do I write my answer? In an ordered pair form, right? So how does that look? Alright, let's check our work. X minus 2y equals negative 19. 5x plus 2y equals 1. Substitute my negative 3 where? X. And my y where? Goes where? Right there? Andy, where do I substitute my y? Next to the 2, right? So what's negative 3? What's 2 times Negative 2 times 8? Positive or negative?
Negative.
What's negative 19? Is negative 19 equal to negative 19? Okay, let's try the other side. Substitute. What's 5 times negative 3? 5 times negative 3? And 8 times 2? 16. Positive 16? What is negative 15 plus positive 16 equal?
1.
Do we see that? Anybody have any questions? Anybody lost? All right, we're gonna try, this was addition. So next to example 1, we're gonna put right here, addition. This is elimination by addition. Why? See that addition right there? We added them together, right? Now we're gonna do another example where we manipulate, but we're gonna manipulate by using a subtraction method. So, example number 2 is gonna be by subtraction. Here's our system. 3x plus 4y equals 18. Negative 2x plus 4y equals 8. Somebody have a clue as how we're going to do this? What do you think, Kay?
Huh?
What do you think?
Subtract.
How are we, which one? Are we going to, what did I do last time?
Subtract. Add.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
So this time I'm going to do what? Subtract? Alright. Which one's going to be the one that's going to be eliminated?
The Y.
The y, okay? So remember, we're subtracting, but be careful. Subtraction, but a minus with a minus, we're gonna have to be careful there, right? All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna rewrite the equation, and we're gonna use that subtraction, but I'm gonna distribute it over that equation. So this is gonna be my new equation, look. Minus 2x plus 4y equals 8. Everybody see what I did? I just copied this equation here and I just put it around here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this negative sign over. So what's a negative times a negative equal? So that's my new equation is going to be 2x. Is that going to be a minus or a positive 4y? What's a negative times a positive?
Negative.
How about that 8? Is it going to stay positive or going to be negative?
Negative.
Cool. Now I'm going to bring down the other equation and add it there. What do you see now? What can I do? What can I eliminate? Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to go back to my addition method, right? What's 3x plus 2x? Okay. Are my like terms aligned? Yes. Okay. What's negative 8 plus 18? So what, can I solve for this equation? What do I got to do? Positive or negative 5? What's my answer? What's my next step? X equals 2. What do I have to do next? Solve for y how? Which equation are you going to want? The top one? Or the bottom one? Top. Top. All right, here we go. Where do I put it? Substitute what into this equation now?
X.
Okay, so it's going to be
3 times 2.
So what's going to be, what's my next step here? Okay, so 3 times 2 is?
6.
What's my next step?
Subtract 6.
Okay, what I do to one side, I do to the other. Thank you. What's 18 minus 6?
12.
Okay, what's my next step?
Divide 4 to both sides.
What's my answer?
3.
How do I write my answer?
2,
We're checking, right?
yes.
Write down the first equation. Substitute your x and your y. What's 3 times 2?
6.
What's 4 plus 4 times 3?
12.
Does that equal 18?
Yes.
You see that? Go ahead and check the other one by yourself. Raise your hand if you have any questions. Raise your hand with your pencil to show me you're done. Raise your hand without your pencil if you have a question. You have a question? Or with your pencil means you're done. You're done? You already checked the second one? You already checked it? So how do you feel? You like these? Is it pretty easy?
Yes.
Who said no? ¿Quién dijo no? Cuba. Alright. You ready for a little more challenging? Sure. No problem. Look, we're checking our work. You have to check the other one. So, with the with this equation here, this equation here, you have to plug it in and tell me if the left side equals the right side. If it does, your answer is correct. If it doesn't, that's going to have to tell you something went wrong and you have to go back and correct it. Here we go. Sample number 3, please. Here's our system. X plus y equals 3. 3y minus x equals negative 12. What's my first step? What's my first step? Are my like terms aligned here?
No.
Why not? Okay, so which one do you want to fix? The top one or the bottom one?
Bottom.
Bottom. Okay. So what are we going to do? I'm going to write the entire system again. This time, I'm going to make it aligned. What do I got to do? What's going to be my second equation? What is it going to look like?
X minus 3y.
X minus 3y? Negative x plus 3y equals? Are my like terms aligned? Okay. Can I eliminate? Can I? If there's a 2x there, it has to be a negative 2x, right, to eliminate, right? If it's a 3y, it has to be a negative 3y to eliminate, right? So, what do you think I have to do? If I add or subtract, I still have x and y as my resulting solution, right? Because they don't cancel. What do you think I have to do? I'll give you a hint. Well, we're going to eliminate, but I'm going to give you a hint. Distribute is the hint. Thank you. You read my mind. What do I got to do? What can I multiply the entire equation by so that I can be able to eliminate?
-1.
-1? Which one?
Bottom.
If I multiply by -1, I'm going to have a positive x and a negative 3y. Is that still going to be allowing me to eliminate? Who said 2? What? But you said -2. Why a -2? If I multiply this by a -2, I get a positive 2x here, right? Will I be able to eliminate? Well, that's going to give me 4x. It won't give me 0. Positive 2? Okay, let's try it. I'm going to get this equation here, and I'm going to do this to it. Watch me. What's going to be my new equation? If I do, what's that property, sir, that you use? Distributive property. If you're having trouble with distributive property, please feel free to use the arrows. That's going to guide you to make sure you don't forget any multiplication for when you're distributing. Okay? I'm allowing you to do that. Once you get good at it, you won't need your arrows. Okay? What's 2 times negative x? Negative 2x. What's 2 times 3y? Positive 6y?
Yes.
And what's 2 times negative 12? Okay, this is my new equation, right? Okay, so my new system is going to look like this. 2x plus y equals 3. Now I'm going to use this one. Negative 2x plus 6y equals negative 24. You think I can cancel now? What cancels?
2x.
So what's y plus 6y?
7y.
What's 3 plus negative 24?
-21.
Negative 21. What do I got to do?
Divide.
What's my answer here?
-3.
Okay. Now I go back to substitution. Which equation do you want to use? Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. What's going to be my new equation? 2x plus what?
-3.
Plus negative 3. Very good. It's equal to 3. What I got to do now?
Add 3 on both sides.
What's my right side going to be? What's my right side? 3 plus 3 is? 6. Then? Divide by? What's my answer? Okay, how do I write that down? Ordered pair, thank you. Check your work. That's for you to do by yourself. Go ahead, 2 minutes. seconds more. All right, so now turn to your worksheet, guys. Okay. First thing, ready? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 1, number 2, number 4. Okay, that's the number you're going to use, that's the equation or the problem number you're going to use from the worksheet. Work it out as a group. You have 5 minutes. Choose one person to present it. We're going to present it on the board. Okay? Write it down. Start going. Raise your hand if you have questions. Yeah, write on your paper. Everybody has an individual paper. Everybody has a group paper. Oh my God. Right, whichever one is right on the paper. Yes.
I get it if you put 13, but why 18?
So again,
Do you have any questions? Raise your hand, please. For your reference. Work together, guys. Talk to each of me.
No, I can't even draw straight. Straight enough.
I saw exit cancel.
Yes. Yes. I told you I've seen
Because you will like go take them together.
Ready? Okay. So, which one are you going to manipulate? One of them has a negative and one of them has a positive, right?
said that.
Yeah. Sorry.
How we doing?
Oh my God, I missed you.
All right, let's start all over.
Told
No. She didn't say anything.
I already had it. I already had it. I asked you. I asked you. I already had it lit. Boom.
So if I use one half, then I'll have the other half.
Saying it's not sure if she
Please. That's my job. Thank you.
Oh, I'm about to say.
So you guys fill up the board, you're gonna have to each equation has to be multiplied by something. Number one has to be positive, one has to be negative. What?
Oh, wait, never mind. I thought that was
He does, right?
because I didn't see that. Okay, because it might be in my pocket.
I didn't know that.
Let's see where am I gonna put it?
I don't know, maybe it's over now.
That's a nice thing. You still talk to them? You guys have same lunch? You guys have lunch?
That was
Like rush hour when he's teaching the Alright, right here. Do we add 4 or subtract 4?
what?
Add 4 or subtract 4?
You can't use that.
Oh,
And more multiple. I'm like passed out. It's like been in the house for like 3 years. Always ends up in my room.
it's not. No.
Put it in the
All right, question number one. Seriously, give me a card, please.
Why did you plug in the one? Give me the only solder line. Why is it dead?
Right, group number one, pick somebody to showcase number 4. And group number 2. Pick somebody to showcase number 1. This we got done yet. Got this. If she raises it, all right. Right? Okay.
Would these turn into like grinders? Would this turn into because then if you
Why are you dude?
because if you add or you're gonna get a 16. Because if you add -4 to 20, you're gonna get a 16.
-4 minus 20.
That's what I asked.
Why do you all right. Stand up your people. You gave us 2 problems. Wait, so we need to do it twice? Dude, you read up.
The name.
Ready? Alright, everybody. Pay attention to the front, please. Pay attention to the front. And this is walking through the first one. I'm going to write it for you. You're going to explain it. Cool? Alright. So, which equation are we using? Okay. Oh, what are we canceling? Tell me what I'm doing.
Well, I added the negative x, and cancel each other out.
So we added x and negative x. Okay, then?
Added the -5 y.
Can everybody hear Andy?
No. Oh, yeah.
Loud.
Oh, I added the -5 with the y, and I got -4y. And I added the -9 to 5, and I got -2. And then just write it by -4, most of it is 2. And you get y equals 1.
Okay.
And then
So then, and what did you do that?
after that, I substituted the y with the 1.
And then?
I subtracted the 1 on both sides.
Guys, if you don't realize, this is problem number 1. He's doing the first problem for you. If that wasn't assigned to you, you're getting it done now, right?
Yes.
What's my...
Negative x equals 4. And you divide it by -1. So you get x equals -4.
So what's my... How do I write my answer?
-4
a round of applause for everyone. Okay. So we're gonna do number 4 together, right, group? Who's gonna be my spokesperson? Come on up. So this one's kind of tricky, guys. Why? Why do you think it's kind of tricky? Because it's not an easy cancellation, right? You can't really see it right away, right? So I'm gonna have her explain.
Okay, so
Pay attention, everybody.
I manipulated the two equation by
Write it down, everybody. This is your number 4. Okay?
So I distributed it by -3 and 2, so both of these equal 6. One of them being negative, so it's easier to cancel out.
Okay?
And then I canceled out this one and got -2y equals 6. And then I divided -2 to both sides of the equation and got y equals -2.
Okay?
And then I plugged in -3 to the first equation.
How do I write my answer? All right. Everybody see that? Anybody have any questions for her? Questions, anybody? No? We're good? All right. Thank you, thank you. So, your homework, guys, everybody has an individual worksheet and everybody has a group worksheet. So everybody is to do the problems on their own, come back as a group, look over it, compare it, share, talk to each other, and then as a group you're going to turn in one sheet. Capiche? Thank you guys very, very much. Thank you, thank you. Ya, está.